Hello friends, welcome to our channel Knowledge Amplifier. So in this particular video, I am going to discuss some advantage and disadvantage of different transformation technique, okay, which I have discussed in my previous video to change the distribution of the data. Okay, like you might have left skewed data or right skewed data. To change the distribution to standard symmetric form Gaussian distribution, we apply different transformation, right now all the transformations cannot be applied in all scenario. So there are some restrictions, some advantage, some disadvantage related to all kind of transformation that I am going to discuss. So first let us start discussion with positive skewness, right? So what do you mean by positive skewness? That is nothing but some outliers, okay, or at very high values of that particular variable, some numbers are present. That is outlier direction is in positive side, right? That's what we can get the idea from the positive skewness, right? There is still present in the positive direction or in the right side. So this is also called right skewness. So what we do, we basically try to apply such transformation which basically compress the high values of our data set, right? In that comes reciprocal transformation, square root transformation, cube root transformation, or maybe higher order root transformation, right? Log base 10 transformation, you can take log base 2 transformation, that depends on you, right? Now I have taken major 4: square root, cube root, log 10 and reciprocal, and I am going to discuss advantage and disadvantage of all this. Okay, here I have written simple code. Here whatever code I have written, this is nothing but symbolic expression I have used. CLC clear all closure warning of sims x. Okay, symbolic expression x I am taking. F plot x comma square root of x, green color, line with 5 I am plotting. Hold on, in the same figure window I am plotting the cube root. In the same figure window I am plotting the log transformation and giving the legend square root transformation, cube root transformation, log transformation, giving grid on, so that grids will be formed in our dataset. So if we want for a particular value of x, we can compare the values, y value for square root transformation, for cube root transformation, and for log transformation, and giving hold of, okay, right? So let me run this particular part of the code, okay, and let's see what kind of graph actually we are getting. So if you observe, we will be getting this kind of graph, right? So let me keep this here. Okay, cool. So what this graph signifies, this green one is nothing but square root transformation, this red one is nothing but cube root transformation, and this magenta color is nothing but log transformation. So first thing, why we are applying the transformation? To compress the higher values, okay, so that the outliers which are basically present at very high values, due to which positive skewness is appearing, that compressed by some amount, the effect of those can be nullified some amount, and our data set can come to kind of original Gaussian distribution, right? So can you tell me which one does the compression operation in the best possible way from these three graphs? Yes, log transformation. You can see that as our positive value increases, the log transformation is basically compressing the data very high amount compared to our this square root and cube root. Then see square root 1 is actually having at high value of x the highest output, right? So basically square root transformation is the weakest transformation among these three: square root, cube root and log. If you compare, you can see that square root transformation is giving basically maximum y value, that is compression is less compared to other two, cube and log. So this is what about square root, which is weakest. And what about cube root? It is weaker than log but powerful than square root. Okay, so there are some advantage and disadvantage with all this. Let me discuss. First, log transformation. What is the disadvantage with log transformation? It is very strong. It might fulfill our requirement to suppress the outlier, to compress the outlier, but log function only works for positive values, right? Like let me just show you. If I just write log 10 of minus 5, what I'll be getting? I'll be getting complex number. Actually it does not exist, right? I am writing log 10 0, okay, I'll be getting minus infinite. Okay, so basically it works neither for 0 nor for negative number, only it works for positive numbers. So this is the biggest disadvantage of our log transformation, although it is one of the strongest one, right? Then coming to cube root. Cube root is basically very good way working for 0 as well as negative value, right? So I can write 0 to the power 1 by 3. Okay, you will be getting answer as 0. So it perfectly works for our 0 value. And minus 8, what is the cube root? If you cube root minus 8, you will be getting basically 3 values, 3 roots you will be getting of the polynomial. One pair will be complex conjugate and another will be what? Another will be nothing but our real number, right? Like if you do minus of 8, this minus 8 cube root is nothing but real root is nothing but minus 2, right? See, I am writing minus of 2 power 3, I will be getting minus 8, right? So basically for cube root it works perfectly for 0 value. Obviously for positive it is going to work, no doubt, and it also works for 0 values, right? This is the biggest advantage of cube root. What about square root? It is weakest one we have seen among log and cube. Okay, and square root works for 0 value also, because square root of 0 is 0, but square root does not work for negative values, right? Yes, the square root of negative number, what? Imaginary number, right? So you can write sqrt of minus 5. Okay, you will be getting imaginary number, okay, not real. So basically square root transformation is the weakest one among square root, log and cube root transformation, and it has the feature it applicable for 0 value and it always applicable for positive data, not for negative. For cube root it is stronger than square root, but it is weaker than log. It works for both positive, negative, 0, all things. For log it works only for positive value, okay, neither 0 nor negative value, and it is the strongest one among square root, log and our cube root. Now coming to another transformation which I have discussed, that is reciprocal. Okay, for reciprocal I have written these 3 pieces of code, 3 lines. Figure f plot x comma 1 by x. 1 by x is basically, I hope you can understand, reciprocal of x. Okay, plotting that with black color, line with 5 grid on. Okay, in new figure window, control A, just select that part and evaluate selection. What we are getting? We are getting this kind of graph, right? So let me go to tools and show you how this affects this particular reciprocal transformation is working. I will be selecting data cursor. Okay, so you can play with these tools. Okay, try to feel the concept, try to visualize the concept, then you can play with the data in data science project in a very good way, right? So I am putting my data cursor here. Okay, so here we are getting x value very small, y value is quite okay, high, but if I just increase x little bit, right, see, as x increases by a small amount, y is decreasing drastically, right? So what do you conclude? That this is very powerful compression. Okay, on the graph itself, intuitively we can say that as x increases, the graph is rapidly decreasing. So remember guys, you apply reciprocal transformation only if your dataset is highly skewed, otherwise it is not required. Okay, because it drastically compresses the higher values. Okay, for negative also it is working perfectly. See here, at negative, very small negative values of x, y is minus of 100.2, and if I just increase little bit x value, minus of 0.4997 is x value, y is come to minus 2, and if you keep on going in the negative x, see, y value is drastically decreasing, right? So here whatever handling positive skewness, our target is basically compressing the outliers which is at high value, though that will be compressed in a very good way, but this is drastical change. Okay, so if your dataset is highly positively skewed, then only you apply this. And what is the disadvantage of the reciprocal transformation? Yes, we are applying 1 by x. Suppose x value is 0. 1 by 0 is infinite. You can see that there is no value at x equal to 0. So reciprocal transformation is not going to work at our 0 value if in our dataset 0 is present. Then coming to our next skewness correction, which is basically left skewness or negative skewness correction. So what we do in negative skewness, basically there are very some values which are basically very small in basically we can say frequency, and their value is comparatively small compared to other data set. Okay, that is outlier in the negative side, we can say outlier direction in the negative in case of left skewness or negative skewness, right? So to modify or to correct this skewness, what we do, we basically increase those values. So we apply x square, x cube, or some higher order powering we can do. Okay, if our x square and x cube squaring and cubing is not going to work. So here you can simply understand that squaring is lesser powerful than cube, but still I am going to show you this particular output of these small lines, and we are going to get like this. So I hope from fundamental graph concept, whatever you have studied in mathematics in 11 12, you can conclude what is happening. This is nothing but square curve, and this is nothing but cube curve. Obviously cube curve increases rapidly. So first you to correct the left skewness, first you try with square. Then if you see that your distribution is not coming near to a standard uniform, like a symmetric distribution, Gaussian distribution, then you go for cube. And then if cube is also not working, then you go for higher order 5 6, like that. You can play with that, right? So this is what I wanted to show you. Okay, so you should understand this concept very carefully. Not all transformation is applicable everywhere. For each transformation there is some advantage, some disadvantage. Like we have seen, log transformation is very useful, and most of the time in data science project we use log transformation only. But the biggest disadvantage of log transformation is it works only for positive value, neither for zero nor for negative value, although it is very strong. Cube root, where it is weaker than log, stronger than square root, it perfectly works for zero value, negative value, positive value. For square root, it is weaker than log and cube root, but it is only able to handle positive values and zero values also, not negative values, because for negative we are getting imaginary number, right? And this is what you should understand with respect to skewness correction concept, how you can make a non-standard Gaussian distribution to Gaussian distribution using some kind of transformation, right? So this is all for this video. Code I will be posting in the description box or in the comment section. If you want, you can check there. Thank you for watching.